What is up, guys? My name is Adam here, and welcome back to a new video. This video is what if Deku had a ice quirk. In this video, Deku's ice quirk shows his emotions. If Izuku was embarrassed, his ice quirk will activate, and ice will come everywhere around his body. If he was sad, ice will fall down from his eyes, or, his whole body will get, cold. If he was angry, his eyes will blame outward. That means attacking someone that was near him. If he gets upset, well, he will do nothing but sit there and stay frozen until the years come. Well, welcome to What If Deku had a ice quirk, and probably what if Deku married Midnight. I hope you like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you're new. And before I begin, I apologize for not posting videos very often. It's been a hectic day for me. Sorry for not posting videos in 4 days. What if Naruto was a Senju in the legendary Namikaze Uzumaki in Senju? Well, that will be coming out tomorrow. Mostly. Probably. I'm sorry. I will not promise anything, but I promise I will try to make it tomorrow, if I have the chance. So with that being said, I hope you like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're new, and enjoy this what if. Peace. Izuku Midoriya, a kid with white long hair, a 15-year-old kid who was in middle school, still in middle school from this day on until he graduate and to become a high school student. Izuku Midoriya had white long hair, and he had an ice quirk that shows his emotions. So in this what if, Izuku will show, maybe he will grow to show emotions. So I'll make Izuku a little depression, or, a sad little Izuku. Like that. Let's begin. Izuku is now walking towards his classes. His eyes show no expression. His mouth show no giggles or movement. He just walked to class and sat down. His friend Katsuki known this until the end. His friend Katsuki knew about his mother's passing and about Izuku's father went missing. So, Izuku had no actions. Izuku had no parents, no friends, other than Katsuki Bakugo. That was it. Katsuki walked up to Izuku. "Hello there, Izuku. How you doing?" "I'm fine, Kachan," Izuku says, with a lie behind it. Izuku wasn't fine. "Alright, you can come to my place and eat if you need to." "I'm sorry, I had something else planned." "Sorry, Kachan." Izuku was still looking at Katsuki, with no expression on his face, showing no fear, no anger, no anxiety. But Katsuki knows that Izuku is lying, because Izuku quirk activate every time he lies or show any barred emotions. So Izuku lied. "Fine. Well, if you have anything else planned, you can come with me. Me and my friends is going to go to the park or go to a game store and play some video games. Are you down for that?" "No, Katsuki," Izuku says, now looking at Katsuki with no expression on his face. Then, before the class ended, the teacher walked in. "Hello, class, this will be your last week here, and you guys will be finally becoming high school students. What hero school do you guys want to be enrolled in?" But the teacher threw up all the papers and said, "I know you guys want to be heroes and join the most popular hero school, in Japan, UA High School. You guys will be great heroes one day, including Batsuki, Bakugo, Katsuki, and Izuku Midoriya. Everyone looked at both Katsuki and Bakugo. Teach, don't put me in with this losers. Me and Izuku will be number one. Izuku had a small smile on his face, thanking Katsuki for the friendship he had. Flashback. 5-year-old boy Izuku and 5-year-old boy Katsuki. Both Kachan and Izuku always playing around, fighting, and even wrestling with each other. That's when Izuku showed every emotion. But when he was 10, his mother has passed. His father has went missing. And he didn't have any families. So that's when he showed no emotion, no expression, no sadness, no anger, no hatred. He showed none of them combined. When Izuku was now the age of 13, he was gaining more power within his quirk. Since his quirk is ice, he can spread ice throughout his body and using ice pillars, just like some other character who I wouldn't name within this world. Well, I would say Izuku was the most powerful ice user with his quirk, other than, well, powerful. Back and a flashback. When the school ended, Izuku left, walking past and underneath the bridge, walking towards his house. Since Izuku doesn't have a mother no more, nor a father, well, he lives alone in the apartment that they had to pay for. Izuku was walking back to his apartment, but got stopped by a villain. Oh, looky here. Look what we have. A green sludge villain appeared behind Izuku, trying to grab him. But Izuku turned around, his eyes full of red. His eyes is red. So is Izuku's birth. Let me explain. Izuku's eyes was red is because of his father's side. Izuku's hair color is because his father's. His teeth, his mother's, with sharp fangs as well. But no one knows what his mother truly is. She had technically Leash's quirk that can use things or, pull him to her will. But they don't know if Izuku is a half ice quirk user and a half vampire. Never know. But only one person knows about Izuku's mother's real identity, and that's Hasashi Midoriya. That's Izuku's father. Hasashi Midoriya knew that Inko was a vampire. Her quirk wasn't a real quirk. It was from her bloodline, the vampires. She was the princess of vampires. She was the last remaining vampire in humanity until she died. Vampires don't live a long prosperous life, but Izuku do. Since he's half human, half vampire, that means he will live just like a human. But his age, or how he ages, it will be different than normal humans' ages. From hair to golding to beards and everything, his age will be different. Most definitely than anyone. That's why Izuku has fangs and red eyes. We call him the Scarlet Red, when, probably his hero name, once known as the Scarlet. Well, Izuku and a flashback. Leave me alone. Izuku kept walking, but the sludge villain grabbed on to Izuku, trying to take over Izuku's body. Izuku wasn't fearing death, nor he wasn't fearing anything. Thank you, Izuku says. Ever thanking no one. First time thinking, the sludge villain was confused, but almost took over Izuku's body until All Might come here. I am here. Never fear, because I am here, All Might says, using his intro and then using for one for all smash, or whatever you want to call it. Izuku, seeing this, wasn't excited once so much. Izuku was upset. Why did you do that? All Might, Izuku says. I'm sorry, young. What's your name? Izuku. Last name? Midoriya. I'm sorry, young Midoriya. But at the time, we didn't want to... I don't want such a villain, or a villain at all, to kill a young hero, now do we? I wanted to die, Izuku says, now looking at All Might with his scarlet eyes. Why? My parents has died. My father is missing, and I don't know where he is. One day he was here, but the next he's gone. My mother died when I was just 10. I wanted to see her again, but I can't because of you and your stupidity. I'm apologizing, All Might. I'm sorry. I went out of bounds. I could have destroyed this villain myself, you know. But thank you, and goodbye, All Might. Izuku says, walking the opposite way. So Izuku, before going towards the, towards to his apartment, Izuku wanted some ice cream to cool his temper. So he went to go get some frozen ice. And by Izuku's quirk, ice don't faze him, even eating or chewing it. At this moment, ice doesn't faze Izuku, not one bit. If he chews ice cream, it won't freeze him or give him brain freeze. He has a quirk known as Ice Quirk. So, yeah. When Izuku walked past a large crowd, he noticed flames was everywhere. Heroes known as the strong ones. We have Woods and Mount Lady and other heroes. Mount Lady couldn't do nothing because if she do, she would kill the boy. So Izuku walked past in the middle of the crowd, bumping into everyone, didn't even say a word or excuse me. And he noticed one thing. He noticed flames around, and these heroes couldn't do anything because they got the boy. Izuku was confused. He was going to walk away, but noticed a glimpse of blonde hair. His eyes. Noticed the red scarlet eyes. The blonde boy, Katsuki Bakugo. Izuku's childhood friend. Izuku was upset. You dare touch my friend, Izuku yelled, showing everyone that he was angry, pissed that someone harmed his friend. Izuku was walking towards the villain. His eyes glow red, more redder. His scarlet eyes gets more darker. His teeth gets more sharper. His quirk gets colder. You dare touch my friend, he growled, now running towards the villain. The villain noticed Izuku, but wasn't scared until he seen the eyes. The villain couldn't utter a word once Izuku appeared right in front of him, sticking one of his ice, a sharp ice object into his eye, grabbing Katsuki by the hand, pulling him out. Now freeze. Izuku stomps the ground, freezing the villain, not killing it, but putting it in a freezer prison for 10 minutes, and it will melt. Izuku walked out. Bye, Katsuki, he says. I'm sorry that I saved you. I know you understand. Katsuki looked at Izuku's eyes. Katsuki once talked to the heroes. The heroes tried to stop Izuku because he used and disobeyed the laws. When the heroes catched up to Izuku, grabbing him by the wrist. Sir, you are under arrest for using your quirk. Are you gonna arrest me because I saved a life? Now what hero would do that? Izuku was getting angrier. You couldn't save a life. You won't risk your own life to save another one. And you call yourself pro-heroes. You dare touch me. Someone that you doesn't know. Someone that saved the innocent. And you did nothing but stand by. Izuku was angry. His whole body was cold. Ice cold. Like they couldn't feel the pulse. Leave me alone. And step away. Izuku says. His eyes glow red. And he walks away. Izuku made it past and going towards his apartment until he got stopped by one friend. The only friend he most cherished in this world. The only friend that makes him him. Izuku, stop, Katsuki yelled out with a angry tone. Izuku turned around. Yes, Kachan, he says. Thank you for saving me. But please, don't injure yourself. Don't get angry of something that you can't control. Katsuki said with a chuckle. And with a smirk grin, Katsuki left off, now walking away towards his house. You were once my best friend. Now, you're something more. You're more than a friend. These feelings that I have, are they love or hatred? I treat Kachan as a friend that I need to protect, as a friend that needs help, and I need to protect him. He's like an older brother for me. Yes, that's what it is. A brother. A final laugh, a real laugh, came out of Izuku. He showed one emotion, and that's feeling to laugh. Izuku now looks at himself with some ice, and looked at it, and he's smiling. Izuku actually smiled. Back in after 15 years. After 15 years, he actually smiled. And he chuckled a little bit more. You're an older brother to me, Kachan. You're 16, while I'm still 15. We will be great heroes together. My dear brother, he says, now walking away until we hear a chuckle. Hello, young Midoriya. Nice to meet you again, All Might says. All Might, welcome. What do you need from me? Or are you here to arrest me for using my quirk? No. I'm here to give you a quirk. I'm sorry, I don't understand. My powers is a will to give others my quirk, and I will train you. And Izuku laughed. Are you sure, All Might? Are you sure you want to give it to me? Yes, young Midoriya. You show more honor of becoming a hero. Well then, All Might, I have one person that you can actually trust in that power of yours. His name is Katsuki Bakugo. He's the second one, strong as well. His quirk is explosion. And your power is, using brute force, correct? like muscle build. No, my power is called One for All. One for All gets to smash anything and everything. I can hit villains faster than even the speed of light. That's my power. I can actually destroy and fight people. Yes, give it to him. We will become heroes together. He's like an older brother, so I'll keep him safe. For now, Izuku says. But Izuku's eyes was getting blurry. Damn it, Izuku muttered. All Might. What was that, young Midoriya? Before All Might get another hand, All Might's hands was gripped tight, and blood was spilling out of All Might. All Might was confused and looked to his hand and seeing Izuku sucking blood off. Hey, what are you doing? All Might had to release Izuku. Not by force, because Izuku wasn't struggling to leave on. Izuku licked the lips and licked his blood. I'm sorry, All Might, Izuku says, apologizing. It's his power, Izuku says. If he doesn't get blood, well, he'll lose. He'll be unconscious for more years to come. Only one person knows about this, and it's my older brother, Katsuki Bakugo. I noticed him. He noticed that I needed blood. So every time I have this type of ability, I have to go to the hospital to ask for blood. They confuse why I need it, but I explained to them. It was for something. I didn't give them great details. They just gave me it and let me leave. But at the time, I can't control my blood. It's boiling, but at the same time it's cold. I'm a cold-hearted hero. And do you really think I will become a hero? All Might. I do, young Midoriya. But if that's blood you need, don't worry. UA will be a great help. I promise. Thank you. You're so great, All Might. And I hope you get that healed. All Might was confused until he looked down and opened his shirt. The wound was gone. Congratulations, you have noticed, All Might. How did you do that? Well, when I suck the blood out of someone, I give him a little bit of regeneration for return. So, at this time, I will say you have only 3% of regeneration. But that regeneration can heal anything in the nick of time. It's still healing your organs, which will take a week. But you can now use your quirk to the full extent. All Might. Have a great one. Love to see you again. That young man is strong. Quite strong indeed. Well, well, well. In the underground world, in an underground place, a person with white long hair, red eyes, and a grin on his face, looking at the people in front of him, kneeling down. Hello everyone, how are you today, Tomo Shigaraki? I'm doing great, master. How will we serve you? At this time, Tomo, I have a gift for you. You will be my successor for this day forward. I will take that gift. Thank you. Well then, you will be the leader of the League of Villains. But one thing, Tomo. If you see a kid with white long hair, red eyes, and sharp fanged teeth, Do not kill him, because that is my son. The man says with a dark tone, looking at everyone. They was shocked that All For One actually had a son. Master, we didn't know you had a son. We would have brought him. We would have let him become... No. I will let my own son choose his path, whether he wants to be a villain, vigilante, or a hero, he said in disgust. If my son wants to be any one of those, he will choose his path. I'm sorry, my dear boy. All For One said, with a dropped tear out of his eye, because he's abandoned his own son. If I was there, I could have saved your mother for that illness that she has. He was tearing up. No one seen and no one knew that All For One will have emotions. I'm sorry, my dear boy. I'm so sorry. I didn't want to become a villain again, but I had to. I had to show this world with their true colors. If you want to become a hero, he said out loud, then you will have to face your father and combat in quirk alone. I know your mother was that type of being, a person that can actually become a strong opponent, but I'm sorry for not telling you about your quirk, about you, or who you really are. You are now the prince of the lead of the vampires, he muttered. No one heard what he said at the end of it. Vampires. Well, my dear son, your even mother didn't know that more vampires was now showing up because of her. When she died, they're gone. But once you're now born and become stronger, you're here. Sorry, you guys. Alright, let's back to the story. So, sorry, All Might says, wiping the tears away. Let's Tomura Shigaraki. Yes, master? At this time, we need to rile up the villains. We need more villains. So, let's get that one and done with. I'll be right back. Sorry. Alright, let's get back into the story. UA entrance exams. Izuku walked into the gates with a black shirt, black pants, black gloves, and a black hoodie. Izuku loved the color black, that is matches death. 'Cause once you die, all you see is black. All you see is total darkness. So this is why Izuku matched black. But this is why Izuku shares more emotion. Izuku was about to fall, but someone catches him. That was known as Ochaka or the Raka. Izuku was actually floating. He was confused until he looks back. seeing a girl touching him. Oh, I'm sorry. I should ask for permission before doing that. But we couldn't have you falling on your first day here. Can we? Izuku smiled. Actual smile. Katsuki walks by and sees Izuku smile. Izuku, come on, we don't have time for this. Hey, Kachan, Izuku says, with an actual grin. Izuku, what got into you? You're finally smiling. When years ago, Izuku smiles even more. I finally know more emotions. I'm finally coming out sharing my feelings. Big brother, Izuku says, muttering. But Katsuki heard that and touched Izuku's shoulder. Well, I will protect you, no matter what. We're friends, and we're brothers. Together we don't fear nothing. We wouldn't fear anything. We got each other's back. Ain't that right, Izuku? That's right. We're here to protect each other and become great heroes. Unlike the heroes that let you sit there, Izuku said in anger. No worries, Izuku. We got each other's backs, and that is all for us. Let's go. Katsuki still had that, ego side. But he got that brother side as well, to protect Izuku from any danger he come across, even if it has to risk Katsuki's life. What will happen if Katsuki's life will be risked? I will be making part 2 after this, because I really want to know what's happening in the story. Now, USJ, or, UA entrance exams, they pass with flying colors. Now it's going to go into heroes versus villains attack. Well, the robots, actually. Hello, listeners. My name is President Mike. Welcome to You Will Be Defeating Robots to Gaining Points. We have points that is questionable, and every other points within this story. So, we have the 1-pointer, or the 1-pointer gives 1 point. The 2-pointer gives 2 points. The 3-pointer gives 3 points. Before President Mike finishes, Izuku said only was talking to Katsuki, and 2, he turned around and told them both to be quiet. Izuku looked up at the blue-haired kid. Hey, you two, stop talking while Mr. President Mike is speaking. That's rude. If you do not want to become heroes, I suggest you leave. 'Cause I'm here to become a great hero. And Izuku was looking at him. How about you shut up and stop talking to me, or I'll freeze you, he said. Izuku, that was mean. Hey buddy, you heard my friend. Now beat it. Katsuki exploded his hand, showing multiple explosions. Alright listeners, quit using your quirk right now. We're gonna use that in a real battle. And lastly, the 0-pointer. Before he said another word, you forgot about the... I know. Shut it, 4 Eyes. And the 0-pointer gives you 0 points, but it was just for a actual cause. So go, listeners. We don't have countdowns in a real battle. Everyone blitzes into the gate, hopping over the gate, running through the gate, and the gates open as well. Izuku was getting 2-pointers, 1-pointers, 3-pointers, destroying robots after robots with Katsuki. Both of them was on the same side. Izuku was using brute strength and his quirk. On a world of wind, and combine the ice, the water will fill in my demise, Izuku was saying. Now ice ruled around his whole body, freezing it, freezing the floors, freezing robots after robots, and soon Izuku closes his palms and opens them. All the pieces of the robot burst, because all the ice went through the robot's body and was now compared to spread the ice and pillars out of his body. So Izuku and Katsuki worked together. Both Katsuki and Izuku using their quirks and brute strength to destroy robots. Izuku had a 90% points, while Katsuki had 100 points. Izuku and Katsuki heard a scream. Everyone was running back towards the gate since they got their points, but there was not just running, there was running from a robot. Izuku smirked, but Katsuki heard something. Izuku, I see. Let's show these heroes how we do things. Now Izuku knew who he truly is. Izuku knew that he's a vampire. He told Katsuki when he was at Katsuki's house. Flashback. Hey Kachan, what is it, Izuku? I know who I truly am now. And who is you? Well, I'm a vampire. I guess my mother was a vampire, and her quirk wasn't that impressive. Well then, I won't disrespect you, 'cause you are strong. And you are my friend. So we got each other's back into this day. In a flashback, Izuku's eyes glow red, his fangs glow more sharper, he has claws coming out of his hands, and he sprinted fast. Both Katsuki's burst. Kachan was working out with all might. Kachan, or known as Katsuki Bakugo, has one for all. Just to let you guys know. Both of them went for a great final kick. With one kick, the robot burst. They went through the robot, destroying it, exploding the robot. Before they had the chance to save Ochako Uraraka. They grabbed Ochako and blitzes out of there. Time's up, heroes! Time's up, time's up! President Mike says 3 times, and told everyone, go back to the gate, and they will get their letters tomorrow. Izuku smiles, and they left. Izuku's apartment. The day later, Izuku checked the mail, and noticed that he has a letter. The letter says, Hello, Izuku Midoriya. Welcome. You have finally passed your entrance exams. You're finally becoming a hero. A true hero that showed no fear. But you have a score of 190 points. 190 points. For the robots and for saving a civilian. Or for protecting and saving. Don't worry about Katsuki Bakugo. He has passed as well with a 200 points. So those points give us 100. Great idea. But Izuku's eyes, when he said those words, his eyes fluttered. Gray. Damn it, again now. Izuku rushed towards his room. Underneath his bed was blood. A blood bag. He sticks his teeth in it and sucks the blood out. And he calmed down. That's fantastic, he said, relaxing and blowing a breath. Well, this is part 1 of What If Deku Had a Ice Quirk. And probably who will marry Midnight. have a lovely day, you guys. Hope you enjoyed this what if deku had a ice quirk part 1, and I want to see what happens in this what if. What can I create on part 2 of the USJ attack, or training wise. But I didn't get to the rest of the UA when Izuku runs there, so part 2 will be explaining what powers and who there are and how many people in their classrooms and what they will be doing for the next days. But with that being said, I hope you like, share, subscribe, comment down below if you're new and enjoy this what if. If you enjoyed this what if, hit that little like button, comment down below what kind of what ifs I should do, and I see those other what ifs that pops up on the question, should I post this video or not, on 4 days ago. With that being said, you guys, hope you enjoyed this what if. Like, share, subscribe, caress my channel. My name is Animated here, and I apologize for not posting a video. I had a corrupted day. So part 2 will probably be out soon enough, probably today or tomorrow, never know. Peace out, anime fans. My name is Animated here. Goodbye.